Hi guys, Russell Floyd from Backcountry Blacksmiths. Today I'm going to show you how to tap a stud hole to a concave shoe, and this is primarily focused on how we would like to see it done for the AFTC exams in the level 1. So first thing, what I want to do is I want to make sure we have all our tools ready to go. I've got my 5/16 stud punch here. I've got a center marker here. I've got my tongs and my hammer and my forge there. And then I have a station set up to drill and tap this hole out. For the exams, you are allowed to use a drill press and you are allowed to use a hand drill if you like. I've got a 5/16 drill bit because this is a 3/8 thread. I have that already set up on a drill and I've done a practice run so I know that it's gonna work. Right here I have a hand tapper and this is a 3/8 tap and that will go well into the 5/16 hole. So you can use a drill if you like. I prefer the hand tappers because over the years I've found I have broken less of the taps because they're quite brittle. Great thing to do to start is to put a center punch mark, and for the purpose of this exam just go from the last nail hole and the heel. Make sure that it's in the center and if anything slightly to the inside. So we'll heat this up and we'll put a punch through there. Make sure it's clean so you can see your center mark. Take your stud punch and the trick is to place it right on there. Give it one tap. This is the point to check it and make sure it's where you want it to go. Once it's checked, then we'll just take that down until you can feel the punch on the anvil. We'll flip it over and level it up. You want to see it shiny on this side. Level it this way. I'll leave that plug in. A good trick is to always not put the tool in the same way, and that's to guarantee you to get a nice round hole. Do all our shaping on the shoe ahead of time. So for this exam, this will just be a good, easy way. I'm going to just cool this out, and we'll just drill the plug out. We're not going to stamp it out. So for the purpose of this exam, it's going to be quick, it's going to be easy, and hopefully we get the stud hole to go in nice and clean. So the reason we do the punch from the back side is we want to create a little collar around there, and when we drill this out, you'll see that the threads will attach in there quite nice. The threads on our stud are 3/8 studs, so we need a one size smaller drill bit. So this is a 5/16 drill bit. We'll put a little bit of oil in the hole, and I'll just drill it out from this side first, from the back side. So there we have a nice stud hole. There's no chamfer on this little edge yet. This is a 5/16 bit size right here, but it's got a little bit of a bevel here to a wider bit. So that's going to put a nice little bevel on the inside of our stud hole. So I've done it once from the back side. Now I'll just flip it over and put the little bevel in from the ground surface. So now that we look, we've got that nice little edge. That makes it very easy for the stud to screw in there. That also makes it very easy for us to get our threads put in there. And now because we've punched it from the back side, you can also see the collar, so we're going to get good thread contact as we drive the tap through there. I find that we break less taps if we just do it by hand. So put it in there, let it find the place where it rests naturally. It gets a little stiff, you can back it off a quarter turn and then continue. Make sure it goes all the way through. You can tell it's through once it starts spinning quite easily. Then we'll have to back that tap back out. You can see our stud hole has threads and it has a collar. When you hand this in and this gets judged, a couple things that the examiner is going to look for is that you have a bevel, you have a collar, and they're going to test it with a stud. They're going to want to see that the stud spins in quite easily, and once it's in there, they're going to check to see how straight it is. So for your exam, you'll have one on each side to complete.